Greetings all, I'm Ponyfan and welcome back. Warning, before the video starts, lots of movement, flashing, and if that bothers you, please leave. I decided to bring back an old challenge, Spin the Wheel Warrior Cat Challenge. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's a wheel with names on it and you spin it, and then I draw whichever name it lands on. If you look at all the names on the wheel, you can tell which book I was reading when I created it, because 90% of it is just Dawn the Clan characters and Goosefeather's Curse. And since I'm reading Tall Tales Revenge, I guess it's time to add more names. Anyway, the cat it landed on is Cloudberry. And funny story, when I first started reading Goosefeather's Curse, I thought Cloudberry was Brambleberry, because they were both once medicine cats of RiverClan, and their names are very similar. So I went through a small portion of the book believing that at some point Brambleberry joined ThunderClan and became a bit grumpy, which kind of made me sad. Until I realized the timelines just didn't work out, so I went and googled it, and realized I was just being an idiot and confused the characters. Okay, now that the backstory's done, I'm going to talk about Cloudberry a bit. She was a ThunderClan and RiverClan medicine cat that served under Oakstar and Doestar's leadership in the Forest Territory. She was originally trained by Echo-Snout and RiverClan, but after the death of Ravenwing, she decided to join ThunderClan, providing the other clan from not having a medicine cat of their own. She recognized Goosekit's gift of speaking with StarClan cats and seeing the future, and pursued him to becoming her apprentice, and pressured him to keep his gift a secret from his clanmates. After sickness whisked away Doestar's last life, Cloudberry remained by her side, knowing that illness would also kill her, while Goosefeather took Pineheart to receive his 9 lives after her death. Did I steal that right off the Wikipedia? Yeah, I did. Now, before we start talking about the character design, I would like to talk about my opinions on the character. But do keep in mind it's been over a year since I read Goosefeather's Curse, so I might be misremembering things. Like previous mentioned, my confusion with the characters caused me not to like her very much, mostly because I love Brambleberry, just my favorite character in the entire book. So to me, her turning into this grumpy old she-cat that told Goosefeather he couldn't tell anybody about his ability to see ghosts, which I really don't know why she wouldn't let him tell anybody. It's not like StarClan is a secret. And yes, his abilities to see dead cats is unusual, but not that strangest thing for these cats. And him being a medicine cat, they'll just chalk it up to being a medicine cat thing. So I never saw the point of keeping it a secret, because it only harmed him more at the end. Because if he was allowed to talk about it, or well, maybe not talk about it, but if Edders knew what was wrong with him, and yes, he would probably still be seen as weird, but the clan already views him as weird when it's kept a secret, so it's really not changing anything. So I didn't like Cloudberry for telling him to keep it a secret. Outside of that, I don't really remember her very well. She does get sick from the same sickness that kills Dostar, and I remember when she goes out to sit by the body, it made me really sad, because everybody knew she wasn't going to survive. Anyway, this became a rant on Goosefeather's Curse and not really Cloudberry. Sorry about that. Well, that's pretty much all I remember about the character, so let's talk about the design. Cloudberry is a white she-cat with yellow eyes. She has thick, long fur, bony haunches with a broad, flattened muzzle. I've always kind of pictured her old and scruffy looking, and a little unhealthy, which is a strange thought because she's a medicine cat and probably not. But oh well, that's how I saw her. I think it turned out pretty okay. She looks kind of bony and skinny, and I gave her long facial fur because I actually forgot she's supposed to have long hair, so that was kind of just thrown in at the last minute. In truth, I kind of love this picture. It was very simple to draw, but it turned out pretty okay in my opinion. I didn't really do a background. I kind of wanted this watercolor look. I don't really have a lot of watercolor brushes in my critter gallery though. If you couldn't tell, she's supposed to be picking herbs. I just drew a yellow flower thing. I could have looked at actual herbs, but that seems like a lot of work, so I just drew that. There isn't a lot to say on the art piece, so until next time, this is Ponyfan saying bye. If you're interested in gaming videos, go check out my second channel, Ponyfan Gaming.